and to the battle over vaccine mandates, that political battle that we humans have launched. Governor Greg Abbott in Texas has issued an executive order this week banning vaccine mandates, including those from private businesses. This mandate goes against the rules from the Biden administration that will require employers with more than 100 workers to have employees be vaccinated or tested weekly for COVID-19. But Texas-based companies like Southwest and American Airlines, they're saying they will not comply with the governor's order. They are moving ahead with the federal requirement on large businesses for employees to be vaccinated. So yesterday, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki was asked about Governor Abbott's order, and he said this.
Every leader should be focused on supporting efforts to save lives and end the pandemic. Why would you be taking steps that prevent the saving of lives?
So that's White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki there. I want to bring in the mayor of Austin, Texas, Steve Adler, for more on this, because it is causing, I imagine, some confusion for Texas business owners, both big and small. Mayor Adler, thanks very much for joining us today. And if I may, let me ask you, what's the biggest concern you and maybe other mayors and other officials have with Governor Abbott's vaccine order?
You're absolutely right that it's confusing. Thanks to be with you. It's inconsistent with the federal orders. It's inconsistent with what our own governor was saying just several months ago when he said that Texas businesses should be able to decide in their shops and their enterprises how they protect their employees and their customers. I mean, it certainly doesn't fit with the Texas pro-business culture. It is something that does not track and follow the science and the data. We're all confused down here, and it makes no sense other than looking at it as a political move. The governor has some people in the primary that appear to be trying to get to his right. Maybe he's looking for a position on the Republican ticket in 3 years from now. But it just does not make sense, and I'm encouraged to see that there are businesses in Texas that are stepping forward and saying that they're going to continue to do everything they can to keep their employees and their customers as safe as they can.
So, Mayor, two major airlines that are based there in Texas, along with other big businesses like Dell, are going to stick with the federal vaccine requirements. Do you think that that's the right move?
Absolutely, it's the right move. All of the science and the data would suggest that as well. You know, we have people in our intensive care units and dying in our city right now, and almost all of them are people that haven't been vaccinated. When we get stressed and there's not enough space in our hospitals for someone with a heart attack or an automobile accident to get the kind of care they want, it's the people who are not vaccinated that are taking up that space. And we need to get these folks the best information as we can. We need to encourage everybody to get vaccinated. And if a business in its own business wants to take steps to protect their employees and their customers, they should be able, at the very least, they should be able to do that. And certainly in this instance, I think that the federal law and the federal rules and regulations control.
And Mr. Mayor, I remember my mom telling her children what it was like to be a young mother when the polio vaccine came in. The country, she wept during the press conference. The country took it up with no problem at all. It was an efficient and very effective way to deal with a deadly disease. These days, it's politicized, isn't it? So how is the governor's order, contrasting with the mandates, how's it going over in Texas? What have you heard from people in Austin, and how do you read the broader situation in your state?
You know, I think this is a step too far. I think the governor has jumped the shark. I think that he's getting now resistance from even places in the state that were trying to be supportive of him. I mean, we require children to get into elementary school to have vaccines against polio and measles. There is no right not to take a vaccine that needs to be protected in this way. No one has a constitutional right to put other people at risk. And certainly, I think that there's a lot of pushback that we're hearing in Texas right now to this move. It just feels so political and so disconnected with what's necessary to keep Texas safe and so disconnected from the science and the data.
Sounds like there may be court battles ahead. Steve Adler, mayor of Austin, Texas, thanks for being with us.
Good to be with you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.